I recently heard a really good quote, and it was something along the lines that what you don't change is what you choose. And that hit hard. So I'm guessing everybody has heard about the infamous Winter Arc Challenge that is completed at the end of the year, typically within the last 3 to 2 months. And if you haven't heard about the Winter Arc Challenge, let me enlighten you. As I said, it is a challenge that is being completed at the end of the year where you basically aim to be the best version of yourself, to really push yourself in the last few weeks, months of the year, and enter the next year with a kickstart. For me, this is my first time joining a challenge like this, and I think I completed my first month pretty successfully. So, here are a few lessons that I've prepared for you so that you don't fail your Winter Arc Challenge and become the best version of yourself by the end of this year. So, the first lesson is pretty basic, and everybody and their moms have heard about it, but it is the most important one, which is discipline over motivation. Having motivation is amazing, of course, but let's be honest, it's not sustainable. You can't rely on motivation. Motivation is a feeling. You have to rely on discipline, which is a strength, a skill that you develop. So, discipline is like a muscle. You have to build your discipline step by step. Of course, if you go in on your first day and expect to complete 10 things and achieve 10 of your goals, that's not very sustainable. There's little steps that you take. Of course, it depends on what you want to be disciplined at, if it's your fitness, if it's your work, if it's studying, but set smaller goals and really focus on achieving them daily. Start small and then slowly build up. Lesson number 2. I would say lesson number 2 had the most impact on my challenge. So let's get into it. Limit your brain fatigue. What I mean by that is limit the amount of decisions you have to make in a day. That can be anything from the workouts you do, from the meals you eat, from the clothes you wear, from overall planning your whole day. My absolute favorites are the Apple Calendar, of course. I have that on my phone, iPad, and MacBook, and then Notion. So I plan my days ahead by time blocking, where I block different hours of the day for different activities and tasks. The the whole point of time blocking isn't to be exact with the time, finish exactly at that time or start exactly at that time, but it is so that I wake up in the morning and I see my whole day step by step. It's nice to have that like schedule and a plan. Same with meals. I basically rotate like 5 meals. I've been rotating them for the past month and I love them. And I'm probably going to get tired of them within the next month. And then I'm going to come up with different recipes that I'm going to rotate again. But it's nice to have something to rely on and not having to decide every single day what am I going to eat. Same with workouts. I have a workout split that I follow. I have different days, different workouts. I maybe tweak them up a little bit, but I don't have to wake up and be like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You might have noticed a lot of famous people doing it, like Steve Jobs, who wore basically the same outfit for his whole career. So the whole point of it is to just limit your decision. Whatever that is for you, whether it is workouts, whether it is, for example, a study schedule, just pre plan and make sure you know what you're doing that day. So, my third lesson is stop aiming for perfection. Just focus on being 1% better every single day. Let's say your morning goes south. Don't let that ruin your day. Just move on. Try to make the day a little bit better. I was really bad at it. The moment I didn't wake up, let's say 5, 6, 7 a.m., I would think like that my whole day is ruined and that I can't be productive now. But come on, you can at least achieve something. Okay, it's probably you're not going to be in the best mood, but still focus on being that 1% better every single day. My fourth lesson is habit stacking, which is where you basically stack a habit on top of a habit that you already do. For example, I have a dog. So it's pretty obvious that I go on walks with him. And let's say I want to study about another subject or topic. Then while I'm already doing that habit, I want to incorporate another habit, I'll just listen to a podcast or an audiobook. The same is, let's say, I already have a habit of eating breakfast in the morning. And after that, let's say I want to journal. You're getting where you understand where I'm getting at. Just stack your habits on top of the habits you already have. But what you can also do is if there's something you really want to do, like watch a TV show or something, stick it to something that you have to do. For example, like doing the laundry or cooking or cleaning. What I did is I took my TikTok addiction and paired it with walking. Whenever I feel like doom scrolling, I just walk. It can be even around the flat. I just take fine. I let myself doom scroll and I walk because that way I'm achieving my other goal or habit that I want to incorporate, which is 10K steps a day. My fifth lesson is eat the frog first. What that means is essentially doing the task you dread the most early in the morning. It can be something that is the most energy consuming or something that is the most mentally consuming, whatever that is for you. For example, for me, it's working out. On most days, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't feel like working out. And so I just made it a habit to do it first thing in the morning, whether it is gym or at home Pilates, or recently I've been loving swimming. I just do it first thing. And same goes with like assignments or any big projects that I know are gonna take up a lot of my energy. I do it first thing in the morning. Lesson number 6 is to plan around your energy and not your time. So, of course, you have 24 hours in a day. But let's be real, you're not going to have the exact same amount of energy every single day, especially as women. Learn about your energy levels, whether it's throughout your month or even throughout your day, and plan around it. For me, it is exactly same with the workouts. I take something that is going to take most of my energy and plan it where I will have the most energy. For example, I am a morning person, I would say, and I'm the most productive and I have the most energy in the morning. And then a little bit in the afternoon after I've had my lunch, but then I'm basically useless. So I use the afternoon and the evening for things that don't take much of my energy. I hate working out in the evening. I don't mind walks in the evening. Same with like harder subjects in school. I tend to put those in the early mornings, and then things I enjoy and that are like easier for me, I put that in the afternoon. For example, I like doing content in the afternoon because it doesn't take much of my energy because I love doing it. So, unless it's like a partnership or something that has a deadline, I just do it in the afternoon where, you know, I have less energy. My last lesson is change your mindset about failing. I failed at a lot of things in my life, but I've also succeeded at a lot of things in my life, and I succeeded because I failed. Failing is a really good thing, and if you change your perspective and see that the reason you're succeeding is because you most likely failed before, and the failure taught you what to do right and what not to do, that got you on the right path. As well as keep in mind that once you succeed after failing, it's going to feel so much better and you're going to be so much grateful for the success, and likely the success is going to be more long term because you already know what you did wrong before and what not to do again. And if you succeeded and then you failed, that means you're at the beginning. That doesn't mean you're at the end. Failing is the sign of a beginning. The last thing I would like to add is to also discipline your thoughts. I have days where everything goes wrong, and I'm just learning to be okay with it. Because a lot of these negative thoughts, whether it's about your situation, about yourself, about even your life, just overall, they're not going to really do anything for you except bring you down. I recently heard a really good quote, and it was something along the lines that what you don't change is what you choose. And that hit hard. So stop complaining, stop being negative, because it's not going to change anything. Only you can change it. Your mindset, your actions, your habits are going to be the only things that are going to change your situation, not your negative thoughts, not your shitty mindset. So, yeah. So, if you've managed to stick through the whole video up till here, then you're amazing. And perhaps comment whether you would like to join this challenge, whether you've already joined, and what are your thoughts. And even share your accomplishments, no matter the size of the accomplishment. Share it. Be happy about it. Be proud of what you've achieved, no matter the size of the goal. And if you'd like to see more of my day to day life and my day to day winter arc challenge content, then check out my TikTok. Of course, check out my Instagram, and I'll see you next time.